Oh, yes.
Piranha Plant.
Specifically.
Yeah, actually, Jigglypuff would probably just, like, go to town. Here we go, PS2. So we got Numa with the Pyra Mythra. She's going to be trying to look for these swords. Little Mac doesn't really like swords that much because, you know, he's only got his little fisties to kind of try to get in there and get some punch action going.
Yeah, getting his side beat charged.
Okay. We are hungry for that.
Letting it rip.
Okay, speaking of.
Got to use that armor to the fullest extent.
I like my favorite thing about Little Mac is that if you main this character, it kind of like encourages you to play Smash incorrectly. Like encourages you to like throw out unsafe moves constantly because you're supposed to be abusing the armor that Little Mac has.
Oh, and dodging the KO punch with that speed of Mythra. Playing very, very carefully around it. Not really platform camping too much, but just using the dash speed as much as possible. But I definitely hear you. Little Mac is that type of character where it's like, I just want to press the big buttons because they're funny.
And you're encouraged to with this character because of how they're, you know, built around it. If there was no off-stage action, like if we were like on a stage with no like platforms, no pitfalls, he's like one of the strongest.
You dropped down there and shielded
Did that just
while he was charging it.
I lost track of what I was saying. I could not believe that just happened. But here we go. Peanut taking that early lead, 3 stocks to 2. No shot. Okay.
Just enough drift for Mythra to get back.
I could not believe that. If it did 29 damage, Numa would have been in a horrific state. KO punches back on deck. She's gonna try to keep him out of there. No laser. He's gonna jump on and do it. Yep.
Neutral get up into it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I thought it was gonna be a drop off double jump into it, but hey, whatever works. Okay.
That still does less knockback when you're in the air, right? The KO punch?
I think so. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure, though.
That used to be how it was in Smash 4 anyway.
Yeah.
We're showing our age, though.
Smash 4, Little Mac, who that? I remember when that was. What is Peanut doing?
Showing off with this platform game. Holy heck.
Is that his Cash App? Spot me 3K.
Spot him a game 1 win with that forward tilt.
Yeah, easy. Easy peasy. Peanut going to go into town with that one. Easy game 1. Going to go into this next round looking very strong here. Numa, you know, she was looking like a little bit like, wow, I got to. When you fight against a good Little Mac.
For the first time.
And you don't have that matchup experience. You will get bodied game 1. It does not matter. You will get bodied game 1.
I used to call that the Bowser Jr. factor,
yeah.
Where like when you go against the Bowser Jr. for the very first time, you need like at least X number of games to learn what in the hell is going on with Bowser Jr. Definitely the same case with Little Mac. Fortunate for Numa, this is a best-of-5 set.
Yeah, so you have plenty of games to be able to figure that out. I like to call it the Guilty Gear Strive chip round.
Oh, the
chip always wins round 1. He will always win round 1. You can't stop because he's so fast. He just runs you over before you realize what's happening. I think that's exactly what happened here. Going over to Hollow Bastion with one of my favorite songs actually from Kingdom Hearts series, Night of Fate. I'm a big fan of this song. This is the song that plays when like the beach is being destroyed. Destiny Islands, rather.
There aren't really any bad Kingdom Hearts songs. Yoko Shimomura, a classic.
Yeah, I mean, she's the same composer that did the Mario and Luigi soundtrack. So.
And she'll be on the Mario RPG remaster coming out soon.
Which honestly makes perfect sense. So shout out to good music and Smash Bros. Here we go. KO punch ready to rock here. Now it's up to Numa to keep Peanut airborne as much as possible until you do enough damage to get rid of that KO punch. You don't want to give him an opportunity to do it, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Swap over to the Pyra for the edge guard situation, and we see the immediate aggression coming out from Peanut with that side special.
Oh, and speaking of aggression, turn that up B right around.
Hey, yo, what an up B, bro. Right back at you.
Blow for blow, my friend.
Right back at you, kid. Okay, Downer is going to get you some good stuff here on the edge of the stage. One of my favorite things about Peanut, by the way, is like he is not scared to throw out those aerials off of the stage. Like he is letting go of the ledge and jumping into an aerial a lot. And that is so risky as a Little Mac player because you're burning your valuable resource, double jump.
Yeah, you're a character that can die if that gets red
Counter?
very easily. Counter worked out, and then trying to slide in with that KO punch one more time. Gets punished for it really hard by Pyra, but not enough to KO.
Peanut looking like a Formula 1 racer, bro. He just constantly runs in and just, he has KO punch, I'm letting it rip. And sometimes he just holds on to it. He's always keeping his opponent guessing. But Numa starting to adapt to the characters. What I'm talking about. Gets run over round 1, realizes what Little Mac's all about, and is now playing the correct neutral in order to try to bring this in. That's why we play multiple games, bro. We need that that whole set.
adapting in real time here is Numa, and now again that speed of Mythra. These down smashes out of dash have been really like a great burst option to kind of take the momentum away from Peanut, because again it's a fast character that can just really run away with it literally, because look at his dash speed.
Yeah.
But turn things around with a quick frame data instead.
You see, Numa's trying to get these parries from those forward smashes, but Peanut keeps holding on to them for way too long, and she's not able to capitalize. Big punish. I love that setup. That's what you got to do. When you see someone that is clearly going to be open for the biggest punish of your life, so many players, myself included, go for a forward smash. You know, that's what you think of, right? But that was not the most optimal thing you're going to do. Instead, you see her. She's like, I know the optimal setup. With Pyra, I'm going to down air, which puts on a lot of hit stun and leads into an up smash instead of just doing the up smash.
In fairness, in this exact situation,
yes,
Pyra forward smash is nuts.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Killed.
But, like, you know that she has been disciplined to do, oh, you're wide open, I'm going to do my biggest setup combo.
Right.
It's like, think of like Street Fighter 6 when you dizzy someone, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want to just, like, hit them with the smallest baby hit. It's like, wow, you're dizzy? I can do my biggest setup. I'm going to jump first and then kick him. That's exactly what she did, except with the sword.
So we're back to Pokemon Stadium.
Yes, sir. This is a really good
Oh, okay.
This is a good
F smash to the left.
F smash to the right. So this is a good stage for Peanut because it's a big, wide open stage. Little Mac loves room to run around, and those platforms are not the end of the world for him either.
You have to assume, you know, of course, like a Final Destination strike.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Out of jumps. Okay.
Ooh, sneaking by.
Maybe Numa was feeling a little bit too scared to go off stage and get that. Gets caught by a gigantic punch from that forward smash. Calls out with a down smash. Perfect edge guard timing coming up from Peanut. And that KO punch is online.
Now you got to play real carefully if you're Numa. Otherwise, this is a rewind of game number 1.
Ooh.
And the reverse on the up tilt.
What a setup. Off of the, dude, the anti-air into KO punch. Looking like a repeat of game 1, TBH.
But this Mythra can ride the momentum, as we've seen in Game 2, so do not count Numa out yet. But yes, this is, again, a repeat of Game number 1.
One thing I've been seeing in this game that we didn't really see in Game 2, but saw a lot of in Game 1, is a lot of these side B charges, neutral B charges, coming out from Peanut, trying to build up that meter.
He did a little bit of it, and it was like kind of cheeky looking, and then it didn't work out so hot for him in Game 2.
But now we're back to it in Game number 3. Speaking
of,
of,
it applies armor immediately to the ledge.
Yeah, it allows you to eat some hits if you find out that your opponent's like mashing a little bit. It's a good way to like just kind of like tank those hits a bit. Here we go off stage. This is where Numa needs to shine. Gets caught by the up B. Okay.
Keep the pressure up.
No! Oh my God! DI coming out from Numa. Gonna DI away from that to get away from the KO punch. I like the bravery that Numa is displaying, right? Because she recognizes that KO punch is there and it's right. It's going to be there. And instead of dealing with this threat and playing safe around it, she's like, I'm going to get in there and try to play as aggressive as possible to delete it.
Yeah, but she's not out of the woods yet. Still a lot of work to be done in this comeback. Switching over to Pyra for the recovery. Sweet spot to the ledge.
Ooh!
And the double dip works again.
Pyra just hits like a truck. Like, you got to respect that sword.
That was the most optimal way to just get back up from the ledge, and it also kills.
As far as I'm concerned, this is an even game now. Purely because Numa had a stage advantage and was pushing Peanut off stage. That's where Peanut does not want to be. But Peanut knows how to get back to the stage safe and sound. You got to make sure your edge guarding is on point in order to get rid of this pesky little Mac.
And now switching back to the speed character here, but whiffing a dash attack is going to cost you.
Fantastic DI from Numa. Going to be able to survive to fight another day. 124%. Got to be really scary. 1 neutral win. Big punish coming out. Goes for the up smash. Respects the neutral special, waits for him to get back down to the ground. We're still between Pyra and Mythra on top of that. Grab, not going to get too much mileage out of that, but at least going to open up the exposure and give you a little bit of stage control.
Yeah, this is still Numa on the back foot here, stuck in the corner. Go for the mash and then some kind of read out of it. Yes, the forward tilt finds the mark.
I actually like the play because what's happening is Numa was sitting at 130+%, and it's like, listen, if I just hold shield, as long as he doesn't have KO punch, I will be safe. Because the worst thing he's going to do to you is grab you and add a little bit of damage and get a little bit of stage control. You won't die from it.
Really do anything.
No, you will not die for it. That's why you saw Numa doing it so often. But the thing is, Peanut knew that she was going to be doing that because of course you're going to. So that's why he was so grab happy. He even tried to go for the re-grab, which I think was by accident after she broke out of the grab. But regardless, we're going to a Game 3 after a much closer, a Game 4 after a much closer Game 3 than we saw in the first one. So
that was a real competitive one. Like you mentioned, could have gone either way there at the end.
And now we're going straight back over to Hollow Bastion, Numa's counter pick of choice. And honestly, a pretty good one at that for against the likes of Little Mac, right? You got that platform in the middle of the stage. Not as big of a stage either, so Little Mac has way less room to run around.
Particularly the way that she played on this stage in Game 2. I'm happy to see it be a run back.
It's like better than Smashville as a counter pick against the likes of Little Mac because because of the platform placement. Okay.
Now keeping this Little Mac off the stage is exactly where you want him to be. Switching over to Pyra to get some kind of read on that roll, but was just a little too slow on that up air turnaround. And now Little Mac has the center.
Okay, we're throwing out our sword out over and over, forcing Peanut to not have to have the option to go in, right? Because what happened? Oh no, KO punch online, gonna hit him off stage. This is dangerous.
Oh, what a cover!
That was so brave because if that would have not worked, you were wide open for a KO punch. But yes, fantastic coverage coming out from Numa.
And the parry on the forward smash is going to allow Numa to get that stage control that is so desirable again, but a nice high recovery from Peanut, forcing the option with the side B.
Okay, Numa's here, sitting at 105%. She's looking for this answer. Opts to grab the ledge. Nice. Lands down with the neutral air, gets a big combo, and actually turns the tables on Peanut. Swing.
Do it twice.
Swing, bada, swing.
Normal shield on that upward aimed forward smash. Nothing you can really do.
Okay. Down to not get too much out of it. Again, we're seeing a lot of that special charge for Peanut to just try to tank those hits. Oh.
KO punch online, but this is a juggled Little Mac at the moment. And yep, it's not going to be a factor.
She didn't even give him a chance.
Nice.
Nice.
So
you
sad.
saw her nod, bro? That was intentional, and I'm a big fan of that. 2 stocks to 1. Numa completely in control on Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, now take it slow. You are in the driver's seat here, Numa.
No, she's going farther. She's got him off stage. Good counter from Peanut. Going to give him a little bit of mileage to get back onto the stage. Big jump, but not too big of a recovery afterwards. No trump coming your way.
That one jab was a little scary, but you get the turnaround and miss the up smash. Good DI there from Peanut. Just get all the way to the right of that platform.
I'm not sure if that would have killed, but I think it would. Honestly, at 69 on the top platform, I think that actually would have killed.
Little Mac's real light.
Yeah. He's a small.
Pyra.
He's a small boy.
It's his birthday.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay.
How did you thread the needle to the ledge past that forward smash?
When you play a character like Lil Mac who has that bad of recovery, you get used to optimizing how you get back to the stage because you have to in order to be successful. Down smash going to cover both options, both spot dodge and roll away. Fantastic choice. Now Lil Mac sitting at 130%. Numa just needs that one tiny hit, but Peanut's not going to give it to her.
Sneak by with a sneaky air dodge.
We don't. Okay, there we go. Run up there, get that up smash. 134% here on Peanut. Tons of rage coming. This is definitely within the realm of possibility for Peanut to try to get this, but he's got to get out of disadvantage.
That photon edge on the ground scared me for a little bit. I thought Numa just ran off the stage, but everyone's living. We are pretty close to a KO punch here.
Numa's got to be very careful, making sure not to just give free damage to Little Mac and build that KO meter. You want to make sure your next hit kills so that KO punch is not a threat.
But that blazing end is just going to cover and allow you to get back to the stage, which is totally fine use of the sword.
Mac has no answer to that, so he just has to respect it.
Tech in, switch to Mythra. This back throw will activate KO punch.
This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. Down tilt. Look out for that up B on the stage. Peanut's looking for the answer. 66 damage here on Numa. Goes for the regrab. Throws out that blade yet again. He's going to hold on to that KO punch. Waiting for this perfect moment. Probably a down tilt, an aerial, or something to get that into a KO punch. Numa jumping around, trying to play safe. Goes for the air shield pressure. Hits him with the down air. And that's going to be a Game 5 situation. Numa threading the needle yet again to try and survive to fight another day. That was an insanely scary situation to be in. And she kept her cool the whole time.
Yeah, so comfortable in that pressure situation, which is you can't shield for a moment. So what you do, you fan footstool, you jump up onto the platforms, you take to the skies, you take to the ledge as a little bit of a relief for a second, and then you find the opportunity just when Little Mac goes for a dash with that down air to get the stock.
Bro, these are round 2 pools. What is going on? Why are they so neck and neck?
Riptide, man, the talent always shows up for Riptide. Always does. Round 2 pools are hella competitive.
Sturm, can I be real with you for a sec?
Yeah.
I came onto this block, right? I'm like, okay, it's pools. Gonna have a good time. We're gonna sit down, crack some jokes, have a good time. You just go back and forth. I didn't expect sets like this. I did not.
That's here. 2 Game 5s in a row.
I'm here for it. I was not prepared, and I am extremely excited. This is the type of gameplay we're gonna go into our second Game 5 of the block. Numa's preparing. Look at this ninjutsu. You saw that meditation? She's in it to win it.
Summon the courage.
Yes, you need it. All right, let's get it. Peanut back on the stage that he is. They're literally just trading counter picks, and they're winning on their respective stages. The thing is, Peanut.
This is where game 1 was.
Game 1, Peanut destroyed on this stage. Game 2, or Game 3, mad close. So now if Numa continues to get that adaptation out here, this could be finally the chance that Numa can get that victory. But again, PS2 using the foresight to get through that KO punch on deck, but also going for the edge guard. Peanut is so good at recovering with this character. Ooh. That was it.
Peanut,
he wanted
a little greedy with that KO punch, I think.
He wanted to roll. He wanted to roll so bad.
Wanted to get the kill with the smash attack at the ledge instead, and then have the KO punch for the second stock.
He was trying to put the fear in her, bro. Okay, 96 damage off stage. Shoots up with the sword. And that's going to be the gimp that we need. Eating that double jump right before that. Numa hyper aware of how to get that edge guard, and now takes that first stock for the first time on PS2.
Yeah, and that's a big momentum shift from the last couple of times. What was
I love that spot dodge.
turnaround?
You don't really see spot dodge too often from Numa because it's Peanut. You don't want to like get caught by that. And that's yet another edge guard on top of that. It feels like Numa has solved the equation to this matchup.
And Peanut's reaction in the player cam tells the whole story. He just had his face in his hands after that second gimp.
Hey, you accept what's going to happen when you go to that character
You chose
select
his
screen.
life.
You
Yeah.
like this is no one's fault but your own. You got to accept that these are your weaknesses, and you got to play around them, and that's exactly what Peanut's going to try to do here. Because this game is not over just yet.
Oh,
53 damage right out the gate.
The more damage you do quickly, the more chances you can get that KO punch meter later on in the set. But let's see if you hang on for dear life. Yes, you do. Sneak by that Pyra attack.
Pyra has some of the highest knockback in the game for their smash attacks. Like, this character can just absolutely destroy you with a swing if you get caught by it. But at the lower percents, you definitely want to be on the Mythra side, which is what she's opting to go for, just so you can like play a neutral a little bit stronger. You have the faster speed, faster swings, and everything to help you out in the middle of that matchup. We're now going to go for that up special to get back on stage. Another Spirits Within. This could be huge. I think that's
might
death.
be it.
Oh,
No.
using the KO punch to get back on stage. Peanut barely getting that bell life and turns the tables on her.
What
Final
a great
stock!
reversal.
Another final stock.
Peanut was all but dead. But that KO punch was the recovery resource you needed.
But this could be really bad. This could be insanely bad. Storm 128 damage, gets back onto the stage, still kind of in disadvantage, and managed to finally escape that ledge.
Looking to rip that up B, but meant to turn it around, I think, and it would have landed onto Little Mac there. Instead, it's a whiff, and okay, we're just retreating back to Mythra for the speed.
You need it. At this point, you know, when you're playing against Little Mac, because just like that, 50 damage on top of the board. Going back to Pyra, Numa is going to get caught by those grabs again. Peanut's looking for those options. He knows that she's getting a little bit scared in the situation. You had a 2-stock lead. All of a sudden, it is evening up, and it's evening up really fast. 85 damage here on Numa. Peanut gets it and closes it out. Are you kidding me, Peanut?
What an incredible comeback from Peanut. After 2 early gimps on Pokemon Stadium,